leaders, get different points of view on how these guys run and grow their business, and their napkin presentations and their approach and everything that they do to really grow their business the best they can, and they share those valuable tools with you guys. So here tonight we're going to do the corporate training, and we're going to discuss some of the really basic concepts in the compensation plan. So here at Support, we've been getting actually a high volume of calls. So first of all, I want to address that. If you guys have been on hold a little bit longer than you normally have, or if you've been actually gotten to the point where you just got fed up and hung up with us, I sincerely apologize. I assure you that we're doing everything we can to get to you guys as fast as we can. We're calling everybody back when you leave messages. We're calling you back when we miss your call. So I apologize that the volume has been that high, but that's a good thing, and it's your fault for growing the business so fast. So hats off to you guys. We're really excited for the growth that we've been experiencing. So I just want to take an opportunity right now to help cover and answer some of those questions that we've been getting in the office here. So I'm actually going to send you all a link right now. Go ahead and click on that, and that's a link to our compensation plan. And that'll be so you guys can follow along with me as we go through just here a couple of the first sections here in the compensation plan. So one of the biggest questions that I've been getting, and that me and my team have been getting here in the office, is what's the enrollment structure and what's the sponsor structure? So if you guys take a look, if you want to follow along, if you click on that link, open that up, we've got the three structures here on page 2. And so we've got number 1, the sponsor structure, number 2, the enrollment structure, and number 3, the retail leadership structure. Now, each one of these structures has different commissions and bonuses attached to them. And for tonight's purposes, we're really just going to focus on the enrollment structure and the sponsor structure. We're just going to get into the basics of what you need to know as you start growing your business. So if you guys have gotten out to the quick start guide, if you've had a chance to get to that, actually, I'll send you a link to that as well. But what we're going to do is we're just really going to start with the basics here and talk about the enrollment structure and the sponsor structure. So let's start with number 2, the enrollment structure. Now, the enrollment structure. Now, I'm gonna give you my personal opinion on how I would do this. Now, everybody grows their business differently. All the different leaders have a different style of doing this, but I'm just going to give you the Nick Benyon way, if you will. So put a little asterisk next to that and say that you can write me off or take it with a grain of salt, however you'd like. But the enrollment structure, if it were me and I were going to build this business, I would go out there and I would talk to as many people as I could, and every single person that joined WakeUpNow, because I referred them, because I showed them how the WakeUpNow products and tools could help benefit their life. Everybody that joined because of me, I would enroll them directly to me. So if you look here at the enrollment structure, this orange dot here is you, or me for this example. So this is me right here. And so everybody on my front line is somebody that I brought into the business, that I referred, that I shared WakeUpNow with, and they're going directly to my front line in the enrollment structure. So with that, that's going to affect different retail different bonuses and commissions, such as the retail bonus, check match, fast start, and different payments come to me because I brought people into the business. So we won't go into those bonuses right now or anything, and we don't need to worry about that at this moment, but just be aware that there is a reward, if you will, for referring somebody, regardless of where you sponsor them to. So on that note, let's look at the sponsor structure. So number 1 is the sponsor structure. If you go back to page 2, on the sponsor structure, we're taking a look here, and we've got the opportunity to decide how I want to structure my business. So the sponsor structure is directly related to your rank. So keep that in mind. Your sponsor structure is your rank. This is how you become a director 3, a founder 3, all the way up through founder 7 and beyond. So your enrollment structure is who you brought into the company. It's a true genealogy or a true family tree of who brought who into the business. And your sponsor structure is the structure that you can manipulate. It's where you can decide to place people or decide to sponsor people so that you can grow your business in a way that'll help you progress through the ranks. So as we take a look at the sponsor structure, I want you to keep one thing in mind. So B3, H3, G3. So you hear Mike Race saying that all the time on his enrollment, on his webinars on Saturday, and any of you guys that have worked with him and his team and everything. Mike Ray is a huge advocate of B3, H3, G3. Bring 3, and then help 3 get 3. And so in your quick start guide as well, we cover that and recommend that you build in 3s. Now here's why. Let's take a look at the sponsor structure. Now your first goal, or what I think your first goal should be, in the as after you join WakeUpNow, as you become an independent business owner and start your home-based business, is to become a director 3. So to do that, as you take a look at that, in fact, we can flip over to page 5 under the team payouts. So section 2A there under the director 3 bonus. You can read through there. It's saying the first rank that you can achieve as an IBO is a director. Then you can also, as soon as you sign one person up, you become a director 1. As soon as you, as you sponsor the first person, you become a director 1. As soon as you sponsor your second person directly to you, you're now a director 2. And as soon as you get your third person on your front line in your sponsor structure, you're now a director 3. So what happens there? What's the significant thing there? So what happens is you are now earning $100 a month, $100 residual every month. And so you're putting in $99.95 every month. You get access to all of the awesome services, all of the software that we have, the finance, the tax bot, the language, and everything, all the discounts and everything. So not only are you getting the value out of that, but now you're making $100 a month. So you're getting your money back, and you're getting all of that value and all the savings that's available to you through your hub. So that right there is a big step. You are now making as much as you're putting in, and you're getting all the savings on top. So as soon as you've got that down, now you want to start. Now think of that as your little building block, if you will. If you want to go down to the end of your Director 3 bonus. So the second to last paragraph there, the Director 3 bonus pays out $100 per month to all qualified Director 3s. IBOs must achieve and maintain the rank of Director 3 by the end of each qualifying month, and the Director 3 bonus will be paid the following month regardless of when the rank was achieved or when auto pay is scheduled. So now in reference to the building blocks, Director 3s are building blocks of growth in the sponsor structure and its corresponding compensation. So I want you to keep that in mind, and let's actually backtrack just a little bit. We talked a little bit there about the $100 payout and how and when you qualify as a Director 3. So that's another thing that I want to talk about. We get a lot of questions about this, and so I wanted to take a second really to clarify and see what we can do to help you guys out with that. So we get a lot of calls every day about, when do I qualify as a Director 3? So let's see. So today's March 20th. So if I sign up today as a new IBO and WakeUpNow, I officially have until the end of March, so 11:59:59 p.m. Mountain Time on March 31st, the last day of this month, to qualify for whatever rank I'm trying to do. So in this case, let's say I just signed up and I want to become a Director 3 this month, or this commission month. So I need to get 3 people on my front line in the sponsor structure before the end of this month. So that gives me roughly 11 days. Okay, so I have 11 days to meet that rank, or whatever rank requirement I get. So I have 11 days to get my 3 people before 11:59:59 p.m. Mountain Time. And if I do that, and if I get those 3 people, and I keep those 3 people, and I finish out the month as a Director 3, so I have 3 people on my front line in my sponsor structure, then on the 15th of the next month, so on April 15th, I'm going to get a $100 bonus. So regardless of when my auto pay was, in this case, my auto pay was the 20th, so it happens after the 15th. But let's say I signed up on the 1st of the month. I signed up on March 1st. That gives me 31 days to get 3 people. So just want to make that clear. We have a lot of people thinking that they have a whole month to get it, or some people say, "Oh, I thought I had 30 days to get it." So I just want to clarify: as soon as you sign up, you have until the end of the commission month to reach that rank advancement. So that's no matter what you're trying to do. If you're trying to become a Director 3 before commissions, you need to become a Director 3 before the end of the month, before the last day of the month, 11:59 p.m. On the last day of the month. If you're trying to become a Founder 3, you need to get everything in order before 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time on the last day of the month. And you need to, no matter when you reach that, say I got my first 3 people on the first day of the month, I need to keep all of those 3 people, if I want to be a Director 3, through the end of the month. I need to complete the month with those 3 people on my front line in the sponsor structure. So I just wanted to clarify that. Your commission month and whatever rank you're trying to go for, you always have, no matter when you signed up, you always have until 11:59 on the last day of the month, Mountain Time, to reach that rank. And you always have to maintain that through the end of the month. And then the following month, no matter when your commission or when your auto pay is set for, the system is always going to look back and say, okay, when did Nick, or what was Nick at the end of March? So let's skip forward to April. So we're talking commissions April 15th. And the computer is going, okay, what was Nick at the end of March? What rank was he? And so it's going to look back and say, oh, great, he had 3 people when the month ended. When the month closed at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time, there were 3 people on his front line in the sponsor structure. Therefore, he's a Director 3, and it'll pay that out accordingly. So just wanted to take a second, make sure we clarified that. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to call in to the support team. We'd be happy to answer those for you and help clarify that. But that's one of the big things that we've been getting a lot of questions about. So, all right, so now I'm a Director 3. So let's move on and remember these building blocks, these little Director 3 building blocks that we're working on. So picture that triangle. You've got you and you've got 3 people under you. So there's this little triangle, this little building block that we're working with in our organization. So now what? So remember the B3, H3, G3. So now I've brought 3 into the business, and I've shared the opportunity with them, and we're helping their lives with the products and services that they have access to now. Now let's help those 3 get their 3 people. Now I want to take a step back and talk a little bit about the 3 people that I just brought into the business. Now if it were me, again, this is just me, I would go out and I would decide who are the top 3 people that I think I want to work with. Not that just work with, who do I want to partner with? Who are the 3 people that I really want to hit this hard, work with every day, day in and day out, and really partner with on this business opportunity? Those are the 3 people that I want on my front line. Those are the first 3 people that I want to make my generals, if you will, and really just kind of put on my front line and work with them every day to grow this business and partner with them. So those are the 3 people that I would personally bring into the business very first, put them right in front to me, because these are my partners. These are the people I'm going to work with every day to grow the business. So now what do? I've got my 3 generals. I've got my 3 partners on my front line. I'm a Director 3. Now I need to help them get their 3. So now we need to do the H3, G3. So help these 3 get 3. So now as we take a look at the sponsor structure, and you've got your 3 on the front line, you need to build 3 more Director 3s below you. And as you do that, as you brought in your 3 generals and your 3 partners, and you're going in there and you're helping them get their 3, whether it be you brought somebody else into the business and you sponsored one of them, you sponsored that new person underneath one of these guys, or whether they have their 3 people that they want to work with as well, however it be, as soon as they get their 3 and you have 3 Director 3s under you, you are now a Founder 3. But what's neat about that is your front line, those 3, they're now Director 3s. So what does that mean for them? That means not only are they getting all the savings and access to all the incredible tools that WakeUp Now has to offer, but they're also earning $100 every month. So they've got their commissions, or their monthly for the subscription, they've got their monthly covered every month. And they're also getting all the savings and the tools and everything that you have as well. So now your front 3 aren't spending any extra money out of pocket. They're making as much as they're putting into it. They're getting the savings on top of that, and you are now making $600 a month residual. So you are now a founder 3. So really, that's kind of where that right there is your goal. The very first thing that you want to do. I mean, if we're just talking really just the basics of Wake Up Now, and the first thing that you want to help people understand, and the first thing that you want to understand is, first I want to get my 3 in there. I want to find the first 3 people, or the top 3 people that I want to partner with, and I want to get them on my front line, and I want to become a director 3 and earn my $100 every month. And the very next thing I want to do is, as fast as I can, I want to help my generals, my builders, or my partners. I want to help them get their 3, so that they're earning $100 every month. And as soon as I do that, I am now a founder 3. As soon as I'm a founder 3, I'm making $600 a month. So for those of you who have been in network marketing before, and maybe for those of you that haven't, you can all see the vision here and the incredible opportunity that is available to you. I don't know. I mean, if you were all a live audience right here in front of me, I could see all of you. It'd be interesting to be able to say, okay, everybody raise your hand if you've ever been in network marketing who's never, earned commissions, or I'll bet there's many of you out there who've had more than 12 people and not been able to earn $600 a month every month. And so that's a really incredible opportunity that's been made available to you guys out there. So really just kind of to backtrack and really review what the goal is we've got the enrollment structure. And what you want to do is, everybody that you bring into the business, everybody that you share the opportunity with, every family and every person that you help with this product and this service, you want to enroll them directly to you on your front line. You want to send them to your replicated site and enroll them directly to you on your front line. And then what you want to do is, you want to make sure that you take the opportunity to look at your sponsor structure and say, okay, where does this new person that I just enrolled need to go in my sponsor structure to help me build another little building block, another director 3 building block. And so as you and your partners go through and you're working to build your organization, you always want to pay attention to where your sponsor structure is, and you want to make sure that every new person that you bring in is helping you build another director 3 building block into your organization. Now, like I said, that's how I recommend that you do it. That's how I would do it if I were you. And as you do that, you'll be able to take advantage of the compensation the quickest possible. So, anyways, as we were doing that, as you go through and you become a director 3, you bring your 3, and then you help your 3 get 3. You're going from making $100 every month and getting your monthly subscription covered to making $600 every month just for having those 12 people in your organization. And your 3 partners are also getting their subscription covered. Each one of them is making $100 every month. And then what you do from then on is you just continue to teach everybody that you bring into the business to do exactly what you're doing. Teach them to bring 3 people that they want to partner with, 3 people that they want to grow their business with, and help those 3 get their 3. It's as easy as that. And so just a moment ago, I was speaking about the replicated site. So what I want to do is I want to actually give a little plug for a little bit of a teaser, if you will, for next week. So I want to make sure that you and everybody that you know, make sure you invite everybody to the Wednesday, March 27th. So that's our corporate training next week, the training webinar next week. And we're going to go over the new replicated sites. We're going to train you guys on it. We're going to show you all the new bells and whistles that we've just developed and created and designed. We're really excited about this tool. So this is really going to make it easier for you to share and grow your business. And we're excited to be able to launch that and release that and help you guys get going. So, all right. So hopefully you guys have all had your questions answered. We've been able to chat out and answer those questions that we've been going. If you haven't, though, if you still have some questions, or if you need a little bit further explanation on any of these topics, or any topic for that matter, by all means, you know that myself and my team are always available for you. So feel free to call into support. So that's 801-373-2600 or 801-DREAM00. And you can get a hold of me and my team during our regular business hours. So that's Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 Mountain Time. Also, you can always feel free to email us at support at wakeupnow.com, or you can always jump on and chat with us as well as you get onto your website there. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget, make sure you get registered and join us for March 27th on the replicated site training. So everybody have a good night. Thanks for joining us.